Welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you a simple but cool terminal-based project written in entirely Rust. It's called the Traffic Light Simulator. What is it? This project simulates a traffic intersection with real-time light changes and animated car behavior, all inside the terminal. The goal was to create something that feels alive, looks decent, and demonstrates real system logic, but without needing a GUI or GUI, game engine, or external frameworks, keeping it simple with this project. As you can see, there's not a whole lot. There's not a whole lot going on over here. So I'm going to go ahead and spin this up, and I'll talk about it. Cargo run. There it is. We've got a working stoplight that cycles between red, green, and yellow with realistic timing. Cars are spawned at regular intervals, and they move across a virtual lane. If the light is red, they stop. If it's green, they drive. And if the light turns yellow while a car is near the intersection, it will stop, giving the illusion that the cars are thinking. At the top, we have the simulation header, mind the flickering. Below that, there's a tick counter, which basically means how many, right here, it's how many cycles, excuse me, it's how many cycles the system has gone through. Each tick represents one full round of light transitions. Right underneath that is the traffic light state, along with a live countdown timer showing how many seconds are left before the light changes. Then there's a vehicle counter that keeps track of how many cars have spawned since the simulation started. Let's talk, I'm going to talk a little briefly about under the hood. The entire simulation is driven by a loop that cycles through the traffic light states. The lights are represented as an enumeration. The definition of an enumeration, officially, it is a custom data type that represents a type whose value can be one of several possible predefined variants. It allows for the creation of a type that can take on a specific set of distinct states or values. So the lights, as mentioned before, the lights are represented as an enumeration or enum, red, green, yellow, and each state transitions into the next using Rust's powerful match pattern. Each loop tick, we check the light's current state, and then we either spawn a car, update the existing cars, or keep them stopped based on the conditions. Each car is a simple struct that keeps track of its ID position in the lane and whether it's currently moving or stopped. The countdown timer is just a reversed for loop that redraws the screen every second. So everything stays in sync and visually clear, minus a little bit of flicker, but I don't care about that. I even added a little touch where you can press the Q key at any time to quit the simulation using a crate called cross term right there. There we go. Cross term to handle key input in raw terminal mode. Why did I build this? I wanted to build something that was simple because it's easy to get caught up in frameworks or GUIs, GUIs. But sometimes a well-done terminal project is all you need. That was my purpose of this. Right here, how many vehicles have we gone through? 15. Real simple, you can't see it right here. This is how simple this is. Don't mind this, I'm gonna click on my other monitor. That's just the cursor. These are tiny little emoticons I found online. It's a little picture of a road. Very simple. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you something else. Okay, this is another project I made quite a while back. Wanted to talk about this one real quick. All right, this is a book search engine, as you can see. Built this using the good old MERN stack, MongoDB, Express.js, React, and Node.js, full stack. So let's get into it. I had to set up my .env file. It's a good thing I paused the video because that took a little bit. I had to connect it to my cluster on Mongo and get everything going and set up the JWT. So let's see, Wizard of Oz. Let's see what we got here. Bam, there we go. I can look through. I can look up any book I want. I know the resolution isn't the best, but it's pretty cool. Let's try this. Let's mess around with this for a little bit. Let's do. Did I spell that right? Yeah. Flight of the Navigator. I was hoping to find. Let's do Star Wars. There we go. Good old Star Wars. Let's do. I've got Harry Potter right here. Let's do that one. Nice. Let's save this book. Oh, it's already been saved. Would you look at that? Let's save this one. It's already saved. Let's see. Oh, so I can delete books too. There we go. Delete this book here. Let's go back to searching. What's a book I can look up? I really don't know off the top of my head. Let's just do uh, Ready Player. So is it one or is it the number one? Ready Player One. Oh, right here. That's it, right? Thrilling sequel to the beloved worldwide bestseller Ready Player One. Oh, you know what? This is the one I have. I don't know if that's the same thing, but this is the one I have. There we go. I saved it. Let's make sure it's saved. And there it is. What else can I look for? Let's do video games. Enter video games. Pretty cool. I'm going to take a quick peek at the code here. Oh, what is this? Understanding video games. All right. The video games textbook. The video games textbook takes the history of video games to the next level. I'm going to save that book. Horror video games. Okay. Save that bad boy. Encyclopedia of video games. Oh, geez. I could go on and on. See your books. There we go. Pretty cool. Now, let's take a quick look at the code here. All right, here's a quick look at the code. Wanted to talk about it just a little bit. This is as you just saw, it's pretty basic. This is why I wanted to do something a little more simple on the Rust side of things. My previous Rust projects have been very intricate and a bit complicating. But looking in VS Code here, this one took a while to build, but it was a lot of fun. So front end. Talk a little bit about it. So front end, I'm using React.js, React Router, Apollo Client, Bootstrap, React Bootstrap, and then of course the JWT. It's why it took me a while to get that set up. You wouldn't know because it was paused. Back end, of course, good old Node, Express, Apollo Server, GraphQL, Mongoose, JSON Web Token, and Decrypt. The development environment, TypeScript, Vite, NodeMint, and concurrently. This project I built about 4 months ago, and I thought I'd showcase it. So the last thing I want to do, because I just have to do it, one of my favorite video games of all time is it The Adventures of? I don't remember, but 3D World Runner on the NES. I played it not that long ago, and I managed to beat it. And I'm going to show the ending of it. I recorded it with my capture card. I have the video on my computer. It's one of my favorite endings of any video game, so I'm going to go ahead and show that now, and then that will conclude this video. Let's get into it. Gotta love it. I love it so much. That is a video game. I do not actually, come to think of it, I don't think I have ever heard that video game mentioned in anybody's list of top favorite NES titles. But I love that ending so much. Real quick, before I conclude this video, I want to say that to all you fellow computer scientists out there, developers, easier said than done, but my best advice is please do not let AI discourage you. AI, as you already know, duh, it's helpful, but you see, that's why I can't pump out videos every day like I would like, because the whole purpose of this channel, aside from video games, is to create projects on my own without the help of AI. However, the other day I did forget, I had a brain glitch and I forgot how to do an if statement, one of the easiest things to do. So I asked ChatGPT, how do you make an if statement? This is where I'm at. Boom. That's right. I put it in the wrong spot. Whatever. It can be helpful for things like that. If vibe coding is your thing, I'm not judging, but that is the whole purpose of this channel. So with that being said, I cannot pump out a video every single day, not even every single week for that matter, because as simple as some of these projects may seem, and as advanced as a lot of these projects may seem, it takes me time. It takes me time. So as a wrap up of these demonstrations of what you're seeing right now in the book search engine using the MERN stack, I want to take a step back and reflect on the broader vision, not just for the projects that you saw, but for my path as a developer and my pursuit of deeper computer science principles. The book search engine was more than just a coding exercise. It was an experiment in architecture, modularity, and understanding how data flows through distributed systems, a core topic in modern computer science. Uh, Building it gave me the opportunity to explore performance trade-offs, security patterns, and API design principles in a real-world context. Looking ahead, I'm deeply invested in using Rust for systems level development. I love Rust. Rust's strong type system memory, safety guarantees, and zero cost abstractions. I've mentioned this before, I know I have. Make it ideal for writing fast and reliable software, whether that's high performance game engines, networking tools, or even compilers. I plan to use Rust to build a parallel file indexing system with real-time search optimized for speed and concurrency, the kind of performance that makes traditional scripting languages obsolete in certain domains, in my opinion. For AI, data science, and automation, Python continues to be my tool of choice. Love Python. It's not just about TensorFlow or PyTorch. It's about building pipelines, extracting signal from noise, and designing systems that can learn and adapt. I'm working on a project that uses Python to analyze user behavior across applications to make intelligent predictions using natural language processing and unsupervised learning to identify trends without explicit labels. I've also been diving deeper into Kotlin. I'm still somewhat new to it, for backend and mobile cross-platform development. The elegance of Kotlin combined with strong typing makes it a perfect language for asynchronous services and Android native applications. I'm sketching out a Kotlin-based microservice for real-time book tracking and push notifications that pairs seamlessly with this search engine. I have got a lot of ideas for that book search engine. What you saw is just this, just surface layer. And finally, Ruby. Talk about that real quick. I'm also very new to Ruby. I feel that Ruby is often underestimated. It has taught me about elegance and syntax and developer experience. I plan to use Ruby with Sinatra or Hanami to prototype lightweight microservices and internal dashboards that plug into my broader ecosystem. These languages aren't just tools, they represent different philosophies. You've got, you have safety, speed, expressiveness, and rapid iteration. By combining them intentionally, I aim to build a cohesive multi-language platform where uh, each piece plays to its strengths. My long-term goal is to design systems that are not only functional but intelligent, reactive, and resilient, built on solid theoretical foundations and engineered with modern tools. But anyways, enough of that. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you stopping by, and I will see you in the next one.